So the topic today is acne, and acne has many causes, and there is a genetic component that you would always consider it as a loaded gun, and it would only pull the trigger and fire with the environment. So if the environment is all correct, then that loaded gun would never fire. What are the things that would be the triggers for this? Well, insulin resistance is one of them. So if you're eating a diet that is rich in sugar and processed carbohydrates, refined carbohydrates, your blood sugar is spiking a lot, then your insulin is spiking a lot. And every time you need more and more insulin because your cells are kind of deaf to the knock on the door that the insulin does. So high insulin is a driver for acne. Another thing that drives acne is inflammation. Very, very important. So what causes inflammation? Well, a leaky gut, dysbiosis, stress, lack of sleep, anxiety, depression, a westernized diet, very inflammatory, high in omega-6 fats, low in omega-3 fats, a lot of fried stuff, a lot of salty stuff, a lot of processed foods, a lot of preservatives, low in fruits and vegetables, high in dairy and wheat, and all that is inflammatory. So inflammation causes acne. Another thing that causes acne, very, very common, I have acne, and for that reason, is food sensitivities. So food sensitivity is a tricky one to identify. You would only identify it with an elimination diet done properly, because it's not like a true allergy that you would eat something right now and have an anaphylactic shock or something very serious is going to happen, your throat is going to close down. It's rather something that you eat today and you'll feel the effects of it the next day or even 2-3 days later. So because it's all linked to something in your gut, right? It disrupts something in your gut, and then you don't automatically feel, you just throughout the course of a few days you would feel it, and you would feel it in different places. It could be a headache, it could be constipation, it could be diarrhea, it could be a skin rash, and it could be acne and many joint pain. You know, I'm always talking about food sensitivities here, and this is a very, very important cause of acne and very frequent. I have that with fried things, and definitely gluten for me. So the other thing is hormones. So when your hormones are imbalanced, you get acne, and this is a very common cause. But then with the hormones, this is something that we always have to think, why are the hormones imbalanced? It's usually because of a gut issue, because either you're having a dysbiosis, or you're eating too many inflammatory things, or there's lacking nutrients to make those hormones, or because you're very stressed. So there's always an underlying cause for hormonal imbalance, but hormonal imbalance is a driver for acne. And then some nutrients that you can have in excess or in lack can cause acne. So for example, too much vitamin B12 can cause acne, and too little vitamin B12 can cause acne as well. So treatments can be obviously taking medicine, so taking antibiotics to kill the bacteria that cause acne. You can take spironolactone for the hormonal part. You can take Accutane, which kind of dries up all your fat glands, your sebum glands in your skin, and then that way there's no way for the bacteria to proliferate. But the driver of acne is not being addressed, right? So the nutritional approach for this problem would be following a low glycemic diet, meaning that you would not have refined carbohydrates, you would not have sugar. You would always have a balanced macronutrient composition of your meal. So good source of protein, sources of good fats. Try to substitute those fats that are very inflammatory, such as those refined oils, canola oil, corn oil, soy oil, safflower oil. All those are very inflammatory, rich in omega-6s, and you would want to substitute it to better oils, avocado, olive oil, even MCT oil. You can have a little bit of coconut oil, some grass-fed butter, a little bit, and you know, oils just from nuts and seeds and all that, cold pressed, of course. And you want to follow also an anti-inflammatory diet. So you would cut off all the inflammatory stuff, so processed foods, processed meats, packaged goods, fried foods, fast foods, a lot of sugar, wheat, dairy. You want gluten in general. Some people even have food sensitivities to oats, despite it not having gluten. Even gluten-free oats may give food sensitivities to some people. So you want to treat that leaky gut if you do have it, treat the dysbiosis if you do have it. And you want to eat foods that are rich in omega-3s, which are chia seeds, flax seeds, and cold water fish, or even take a supplement of that. Then you want a diet that is rich in polyphenols, which means lots of fruits and vegetables, as much colors as you want, and lots of teas and lots of herbs and spices. Vitamin C is very important because of its antioxidant properties, but also because it's a cofactor to form collagen on your skin. So that's important right there. And we want to optimize detoxification in the body. And how do you do that? Well, you can exercise, you can do sauna, hot baths with magnesium salts. Having a lot of phytonutrients in your diet really, really helps your liver have the substrates to detoxify. What else? I talked about teas, right? Teas 3 times a day, drinking a lot of water, eliminating very well, so going to the bathroom, and that was it. Managing stress is a great component, very important component of acne management because of the inflammation aspect of stress. So sleep hygiene protocols, choosing something to stress manage during the day, meditation, daily routines, your dinacharya from Ayurveda, or any other daily routine you want to do. Very important to manage stress. And also physical activity is excellent to manage stress. Breathing. So studies show that even 30 seconds of deep belly breathing can lower your cortisol levels. So you would, inhale with your belly, growing your belly out with your diaphragm, and then when you exhale, your belly would deflate like a balloon. Probiotics have been shown to help, so specifically Lactobacillus rhamnosus and Acidophilus, these 2 strains. The studies are with 3 billion of each for 10 to 12 weeks, and that can help with the symptoms of acne. But be careful with probiotics. You don't want to take them indiscriminately, because if you have dysbiosis, you're just adding to the problem. So if you have a gut issue, you want to fix that before you add new bugs in there, even if they're good bugs. And then there are topical treatments that you can put. So the first one was given by a dermatologist, and he says 1 teaspoon of oats with 1 ounce of chamomile tea, and 1 egg white and 1/4 of a cucumber. You would blend that all up. It's very cooling, anti-inflammatory. Oats have been shown in studies, randomized control studies, that it is extremely anti-inflammatory for the skin. So when you have rashes and all that, you can put some oat paste on your skin, and you would put this thing on your face to go to sleep, and then wake up on the other day and just wash it off. So this is a batch for 2 nights, and it's good to keep it in the fridge, overnight, of course. And then Ayurveda has 3 little recipes. That is, one of them is curcumin with what is it called? I forget the name. Black pepper and nutmeg. Okay, gotcha. So nutmeg, curcumin, and black pepper with a little bit of water. You make a paste and you put it as a blemish, spot treatment. Also cumin and some water, or cumin and some sesame oil, and you can put it on a spot treatment as well. And this next one is curcumin with some lemon and honey. But the thing with you would use it as a spot treatment, but only at night, and then you would wash it very well and then put some sunscreen so you don't get stained because of the lime. It can be either lime or lemon, but the citrus fruit, especially lime and lemon, will completely F up your skin if you go to the sun. So you want to wash it later in the morning, and only apply this at night. And then you can put ice on the most inflamed ones, the ones that are very red and sore, kind of throbbing. They have a heart of their own. You can put ice on that. Tea tree oil on top, excellent. I use it all the time. It is great to really kill that thing. And then this same dermatologist said that you should wash first with soap, and then you should wipe with a cotton pad and micellar water, because that goes in the pores and takes out whatever the soap did not. And then you want to hydrate. Always, always, always hydrate, even if you have oily skin, because your skin will produce too much oil if you're not hydrating. And about the washing, you only want to wash once a day. Only at night, to remove makeup, remove the dirt that you were outside from pollution or from whatever, before you go to sleep. You don't want to wash any other time of the day except with water, not with soap, because you're just stripping away the protection from your skin and just provoking your skin to even make more oils. And then just a little take of Ayurveda in this skin issue. Acne is an inflammatory skin disease, so they categorize it as a Pitta disorder. So you would follow a Pitta pacifying diet. In broad general terms, it would mean no spicy foods, so no cayenne peppers, very spicy foods, no salty foods, no fried foods, and no citrus foods for Pitta. You would favor rice, oatmeal, and applesauce, and you would drink tea of cumin, coriander, and fennel in equal parts. You would steep it for 10 minutes and take it 3 times a day after your meals, because that stimulates digestion. It pacifies all 3 doshas, so it helps with inflammation. They also suggest pranayama. Pranayama is breathing exercises, and for this specifically, to cool Pitta, Pitta is fire, you would do left nostril breathing. So you would plug your right nostril with a finger and breathe only through your left nostril for 5 to 10 minutes. And that is said to cool down Pitta and thus help with acne. And then the final thing that they say is you can use meditation in the form of a visualization to visualize your skin clearing or your clear skin, and how your face would look if you did not have the acne. If you have very bad acne problem, you can use this meditation to work on that. So I have touched, I think, on everything that I had for today, and if you have any questions, just send them to me. You'll have a great day.